America's most exciting radio talk show, The Savage Nation. Here is Michael Savage.
All the people I run into once in a while, they say, you know, I loved your childhood stories, and the most interesting one to me was Dead Man's Pants.
When you're inducted into the Radio Hall of Fame, that's a pretty big freaking deal.
What is a great society? What ought it be?
Michael, at the time I met him, and he had 8-9 million viewers or eyeballs or ears. I mean, he was killing it.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Savage. This is San Francisco. I talk 560 KSFO.
The local station in the Bay Area actually put him on. They said, you got to come back again. We've never seen a reaction like this. And it was such a big hit.
So Michael's numbers independently were stunning.
What highway are we on? Do we want to be on this highway? We want to create a new highway? This guy knew what was going on.
And when you're in the Mount Rushmore of radio, that's pretty big.
I know that I'm a national phenomenon in many ways, but I am the elder statesman. Most of the guys are 20 years younger than me, which is fine.
In terms of broadcast innovation, Michael was like the heavy metal version of that.
He had been trying to warn the morons at the highest level for months now that this was coming.
And took that to new heights. And Michael reigned supreme.
We're talking about what kind of world do you want to live in?
And I made a commitment to myself. The day I see myself starting to slip in delivery or in composing thoughts, has too much hesitancy, slip of tongues, I'm going to leave the media.
These are the reason America's dying, because of these self-righteous phonies.
They're still good. They're fast.
And I don't think we will see anybody do that again.
Why? What are we doing here? The two of us, of all people.
Well, we're supposedly political polar opposites, which we probably are. However, as I say on my TV show, you don't have to like my politics to like me.
Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Michael's transition to radio actually fits in with that God moment, in the sense that you can't plan your life. And he understood that you can make a plan and you can also be guaranteed that it's not going to go that way.
You've been blocked. You were shafted from what you wanted to be, which was a professor. And then you found radio late in life, because I remembered one word: survival. I was at a dead end. I was doing some consulting, but it wasn't working at a certain point. My wife worked all the time. I had children to take care of. I didn't know what the hell to do. So I remember going out on my deck. I roared like a lion in a cage. I said, God, I'm suffering. All I ask you is to give me a living.
His family came from nothing, and they worked their way from the streets to raise him, and they suffered.
We were street savvy, which you have to be in New York.
That New York dance is why Michael and Donald Trump get along so well.
President Trump has the biggest personality in politics. My dad had the biggest personality in anything he's ever done. My dad said, no, we need a businessman to become president.
When Michael met Trump, he couldn't treat him like Mr. President. I mean, he tried. I know Michael, followed the rules. He called him Mr. President. But he's looking at him saying, so that's Donald from like the good part of Queens.
The next phase of Michael's life is a homecoming. But you're coming back with wisdom. The ripple effect can be greater than what he did on radio.